Floor 2 is ridiculous. I mean, I don't understand why it needs to be this hard. Now you see, I enjoyed Floor 1. I enjoyed Doors as a whole. But is the game perfect? No, it's not. However, they made a pretty big mistake. A mistake that hurts my enjoyment of the game. Something that completely corrupted my opinion on Floor 2. Here's why. To begin, let's talk about the fact that there might be 100 more doors. Look, going 100 doors isn't hard in Floor 1, but it's so tedious. However, in Floor 2, they make it so obnoxious to make it far. This floor legit feels like a modified run. Not a normal part of the game, something that you went back and you changed and you wanted it to be more difficult. But no, it's not something that you wanted to be difficult. It's something you wanted to experience and play and find out how to beat it. But there is no trial and error with this because you're always going to make that error because there is no way to go about this. The only way you can beat this is if somehow you get super lucky and you're super perfect. And that's not going to happen in a Roblox game of this caliber, right? And yeah, this is the best of the best, one of the top highest horror games. I expect it to be difficult. I expect it to be hard. But this is way too annoying. There is truly nothing scary about Floor 2. I mean, aren't horror games supposed to be scary? Why exactly am I finding myself being more mad and frustrated than actually being stressed out and afraid? Like, I wouldn't care so much about the difficulty if there was only a few doors. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, tell me, why exactly do I have to get to 150, meaning that you were at door 100 and you made it to 150, meaning that you made it 50 doors, and then now the game is getting even more hard and more brain dead and more of an issue. Why? I'd rather just not play at the moment. I mean, I just can't be bothered. Like, I saw some videos of people getting to the last stretch of the game and just suffering as they died multiple times to complete nonsense. Stuff that feels impossible to actually get past. And if you manage to beat this game already, if you manage to beat Floor 2 somehow, I respect you heavily. You're fucking savage. You're somebody that is honestly one of the best players on the Doors goddamn plat. I don't even know what to fucking say, honestly. If you beat the shit, kudos to you. You're great. But I just want to say, I respect Doors heavily. I mean, for the most part, 3 or 4 people managed to work on this game by themselves. However, this is no excuse for it to be this hard. Now, I don't know if they had testers or what, but Jesus, man. Jesus. Whoever gave this the okay needs to be reevaluated. Their thought process is terrible. Why would you ever give this the green light? This is not something that people can sit back and enjoy like they enjoyed Floor 1. This is something that will make people hate Doors, right? And I don't hate Doors because I can separate the bad parts from the good parts. But holy shit, I feel like I was just having a skill issue at first, but no, it's genuinely insane and hard. I mean, so many people have been criticizing it. Look at some of these messages. I'm all for hard games and hard challenging horror games, to be honest with you, but this isn't done right. On top of that, am I the only one who hates the fact that we don't have a lot of new monsters? I mean, I don't really like seeing the same entities over and over and over again. Like, listen, maybe change it up, maybe try making something new. Think outside the box, right? And I'm not saying this because obviously Doors doesn't even have to update their game and they're still gonna get paid, right? But at least try to do something new, man. I mean, I don't want to see Figure and goddamn Seek every time I play Doors. I know they're iconic characters, but they shouldn't be in every single part. Let's at least try to add something new. Or at least do this. Make them different variants. Make them, you know, a little bit harder, a little bit more challenging, but change them up. Change them a little bit more, right? Instead of just doing this, because this is terrible. I don't like this, right? But even then, all of the monsters have a problem. For example, Rush seems to show up everywhere, even in rooms that don't have anywhere to hide, like Ladder Room. On top of that, they have Snare and they have Halt, 2 monsters that are so stupid to avoid in this new update. Oh yeah, and who else do they have? They also have Screech, who, guess what, doesn't make his sound for most of the time you're playing the game, and he just shows up and attacks you and takes your health. That has happened a lot indoors in a lot of the previous parts. Why exactly is Screech still like this? Fix it. And even with that, Screech can also show up while you're dealing with Giggle. But then there's the Seek encounter and Figure. Absolute nonsense. Like, why does Figure randomly just walk into you when he didn't walk that way to start off with? And why can you just get to the final stretch of the game and then die to shit like this? It just doesn't work. But look, the devs need to fix this overall, and it honestly just ruins the experience of Floor 2. Now, I don't really care for how long it took them to make Floor 2. It shouldn't have been released like this. It's just not fun and it's not great. I love Doors, but man, this left me disappointed. Anyways, that ends today's video. If you guys want to be reminded of the good old days where Doors was peak, watch this video right here. Also, don't mind the thumbnail. It's clickbait. I do it a lot. Every single YouTuber does clickbait. Listen, respectfully, I try to make pretty good videos that are entertaining. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like. And I'll see you in the next one. Watch the goddamn video, please.